So today I wanted to discuss an incredibly ambitious project that has the potential to be something actually groundbreaking. Now, I got an email the other day, and it's always fun when I get a new email from a new person that I've never seen before. The email simply said, "Hey Resident, I saw that you were on a recent kick of World War II stuff on your channel, and I thought I'd reach out to see if you had any interest in World War II Online. One of the oldest games still in operation, still in development, blah, 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 blah." I've actually heard of World War II Online, but there's actually a very interesting point about it. It is coming back. It is being remade, and it is going to become the biggest World War II FPS of all time. And it's coming to Unreal Engine 5. Yes, I do not kid you whatsoever. This is being developed by a team that has successfully delivered on, well, something very similar in the past. For those that don't know, World War II Online is a very, very old game. It came out in the early 2000s, but it wanted to accomplish something incredibly extraordinary when it first launched. Even by today's standards, it remains one of the most baffling titles I've ever seen. It was a massively multiplayer game, which, we've seen MMOs before, but it brought together thousands of players on one single expansive map that covered all of Europe. Players could traverse from London to France without any loading screens. In fact, I think in one of their trailers, they said you can fly in a plane from Germany to the UK in about 45-50 minutes. Not a single loading screen on time. And of course, battles will be going on constantly as you do such a thing, which is one of the most impressive things that I've ever heard of. This is an all-out war, by the way, with thousands of people within the same match, fighting for conquest, fighting for control. Whether it's foot, air, or sea, with vehicles, different weapons, and of course all your factions that you can imagine. The game offered such huge freedom and scale, and it was kind of the only thing that recreated the World War II setting like, well, World War II. But I'm not here to talk about World War II Online, because as mentioned, that is a very, very old game, and I might cover it in the future in its, actual current capacity. But that's not the exciting thing. The developers for World War II Online are currently working on a 2.0 update. Everything that I've just mentioned, a huge expansive game with the whole of Europe that you can move between with zero loading screens, no matter what vehicle you're in, no matter how many troops or people are on the battlefield at the same time in this huge MMO, all in first person, by the way. And it's coming to Unreal Engine 5, which, if they manage to pull this off, will bring the original game back to life with some of the most cutting-edge realistic graphics, and I cannot wait. In a time that things like Hell Let Loose and Postscriptum have been kind of ruling the waves when it comes to first-person shooters, I think actually bringing something at a larger scale is so ambitious, but would actually offer something different. Hell Let Loose and Squad 44, which was previously Postscriptum, have kept this niche, but they've gone alongside each other. They've almost vied for control and power. Postscriptum or Squad 44 always being the more technically advanced, yet Hell Let Loose being the bit more accessible to a wider audience. And of course, it had the developers at the time that managed to keep people on board. Now Squad 44 is trying to take over, and it's almost like this tug of war of who's going to come out on top. And this is why I think World War II Online 2.0 could actually stand so far away from them. While there have been so many games in this tactical shooter genre like Squad, Hell Let Loose, Squad 44, and even, to some extent, you could say Beyond the Wire, but that game died a long, long time ago. None have actually matched this scale. Not that they've really attempted it, but not even coming close. But rather than thinking of these smaller World War II first-person shooters, think of like a full MMO game. I don't necessarily want to say something like PlanetSide 2, but it's probably the closest you're going to get. A full-scale war with thousands of people on the same map with different factions, but this time was set within the Second World War. There is actually a version of the game that is currently in testing phases, and it has been for a couple years. This actually isn't technically new information to people that have been following the project for a while, but since it was just brought to my attention, I thought I'd look into it. You see, World War II Online and its 2.0 update, bringing the whole thing to Unreal Engine 5, has had some tests. It's got choke point. Now, no, that isn't some interesting moves that your mum does on a Friday night. That is actually a preview of what the 2.0 update could offer. The same development team that are working on that update are behind choke point and sort of releasing it as like a tester to see what people think. And I think, well, there's a lot of exciting stuff to get our hands on here. Currently, it is within Unreal Engine 4, which is why it still looks, well, like an Unreal Engine 4 game. You can tell the similarities between this and Hell Let Loose and Squad 44. It's much smaller maps, but it still has the guts of what's attempting to come a little bit later. Now, in the gameplay, you can see this is actually 10 months old, back in October of last year. But I wanted to play a little bit for you just so you could get to grips with, well, what they're working on at this point in time and what's going to come later in the future, because My god, imagine this, but with thousands of people on the same map, flying planes, talking to each other in commands, driving tanks, and of course in infantry squads. A hell let loose mixed with PlanetSide 2. Something never seen before.
We can jump.
Go, go, go! Out the door!
Oh no, that guy doesn't have a parachute. Oh no!
He's going.
No!
That guy is amazing. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's gonna fall to his death. There's a couple. There's just a floating chute. Oh man. There's another cap point here. I don't know if we own it. I'm gonna reload. Look for the side of the building, you'll see. Grenade, grenade, grenade! I got Viz on them. They're around here left. Alright.
Is there a way to heal?
No.
Area secure.
Move it up, move it up. Clear. Get up here, get up here. Alright, they're gonna come from our left or right. The respawn point's ahead. Yeah, you gotta run it over. Run it over and press F.
You hold down control.
Corn, why'd you kill me? I thought we were on the same team.
I'm sorry, Royal. I forgot I was on Allies. Honest to God.
Did you though?
Yeah.
Man.
It might happen by accident. We just have to be flexible on that. And it was totally by accident, Royal, even though I'm right behind you right now. Oh, snap.
Oh, shit. I'm sorry.
Hey, paybacks are a bitch, right?
I was just like, oh, I think that's the person. I forgot.
It was a person. You were correct.
Friendly. Move it up, move it up.
Friendly.
Behind you, behind you, behind you, behind you. Contact behind. He's gone.
I think there is something really special about what we could be getting here. And whilst I'm still very skeptical about whether it could be pulled off, if anyone's going to do it, it's the people that managed to do it, well, back in the day. Over a decade ago, World War II Online is still thriving and it still has a player base. And if they're going to bring it up to Unreal Engine 5, I think it's going to be rejuvenated unlike anything we've ever seen.